Piqué is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Rooney goes on a charge down the left. Now it's Pelé. It's played through for him. Big chance! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
It's Son Heung-min! And he hits the net! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And he's intervened well there. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And they've got it again. Beckham. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Pelé. Tries to pass it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And this is Rooney. Beckham. Oh, cracking ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Out to the left it goes. Cannavaro. It's Van Dijk. That is ended up in no man's land. Cafu. Short changes him with that pass. Rooney. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Messi. Messi! Messi! Genius! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's Thuram. Hullet. Oh, what a climb! Cafu stood his ground strongly. Beckham. Ambitious ball here. That looks a good ball through. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Terrific header! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So now the difference is 3. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Beckham. Now it's Batistuta. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. And the half-time whistle goes.
Chers spectateurs, nous vous demanderons de bien vouloir rester assis pendant le match. Merci de votre compréhension.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. And it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Shot goal! Rooney. And it's Rooney. Tries a deft little ball. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Son Heung-min. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross from Cafu. Rooney, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. And that pass just didn't quite work.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Cross from Robertson.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Oh, brilliant save. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Serginho. That has not gone well. Thuram. Triol. Almost an hour gone. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He's being urged. Shot, surely! Over to the left. Hullet. It's a pretty loose pass. And they're quick to get it back. Cafu. Now it's Son Heung-min. Cafu. That's Beckham. Knocks it into space. Played in by Son Heung-min. Shapes to shoot! It's in! They're back within reach! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Changement.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Can he finish? And it's in! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
He's got goal! Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
France give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. And it's Robertson. Played out to the right. It's a promising position, and across it goes. Zico. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Son Heung-min. Vieira. Pull it. Serginho's cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
It's a good run down the right, just eases him off the ball. Pull it, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He has found the way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram getting this one clear. Koller on 2 now and looking for 3. Pull it. And it's Zico. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Priol kept his eye on it, and he's there.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Zico. And he's away. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of... And that is it, the referee has seen enough. A tale of 2 teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Shot at goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
Oh, smashing header! Son Heung-min with the clearance. Now it's Beckham. Cross to the back post. And it's hoisted clear.
This is the time you need that pace. You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique.
Great chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
It's come to nothing. Beckham. Now it's Batistuta. Bullet. Robertson. Serginho. Aimed in towards the centre. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Son Heung-min. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! France! And France are in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Le numéro 4.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Batistuta. And here's Rooney. Pele. Can he finish? Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Robertson. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. France are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, he's been caught on, tries a shot, has another goal! He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
France are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Hullet. And Hullet! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. He's having a shot! And it's there! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Cafu. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Kante gets across to intercept that. Now it's Pele. And the through ball. Now it's Rooney. And he's gone backward. Takes a shot! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Al Nasser certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
It's a mighty effort! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's with the keeper. And this is Messi. Oh, he's bustling through here. Robertson. Serginho.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Serginho has it out wide and in space. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Robertson. Well, good play on the left-hand side here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Serginho's cross. Now, can they get him away? Back in once more. That's really well cleared. Beckham. Batistuta. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. There's the shot! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish of true class! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So is this the start of a comeback? Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get on the end of this? Cross in. Son Heung-min! Good effort, and it is right on half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
France are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And this is Bruni! And this is Pele! Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Serginho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, what has happened here? Played back in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That is good alertness. Cafu. And it's Son Heung-min. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira with the foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Changement en cours.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Cafu is having the time of his life here. It's a pretty loose pass. Mateus.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And he's picked it up out wide. An instinctive delivery. Yeah, he's dealt with that well. Mateus. Zico.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He is through here. The ball has bounced loose now. Vieira. Cafu. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in, and this is Son Heung-min. Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, good take. Can he finish? It's loose now, and they want to... And one more try! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cafu.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Hullet. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. That's the throw. And it's Robertson. Serginho could try cutting inside here. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Now it's Hullet. Aims beyond the defence. Dink through. Great ball, and he's in here. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Great vision. Mateus cuts out the pass. Triol. Hullet. And it's Son Heung-min. Over to the left. Rummenigge. Looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Could move up a gear here. Hullet. Mateus. And here's Zico. So, third corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Out to the left it goes. And now the breakaway.
That's going in strongly.
And he's there to make the challenge. And it's Son Heung-min. Koller constantly looking for the ball into the box. So just one extra minute for stoppages. And that's really well manoeuvred. Zico. And that will be it. France are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Cafu, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Hullet. It's a good spell of possession, this. Tries to pass it through. Crosses it in. Cafu.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Messi. Schmeichel gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out goal-scoring centre-forwards, I can't recall much better.
So you fancy him to score today?
I would think there's an extremely good chance. That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Robertson. And it's Serginho. Well read, nice interception. And the counter is on. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Now it's Batistuta. He's shifting through the gears here.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Pelé. Shifted it to the flank. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. And it's Beckham. Al Nassr trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
No, that's been intercepted. Vieira. Can he get on the end of this? And Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! A finish of true class! Al Nassr take the lead! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Al Nassr have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Collier. France finding their passes, and he lines up a cross, he rises! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Hullet, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Al Nassr do have a chance to counter here. Vieira. That's Cannavaro. Robertson. Great vision. And it's Serginho. Hullet. And this is Hullet. Takes a shot! Sticks it away! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Bullet demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Messi! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's heaved it away. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Looking for options for movement. Piqué is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Now, what about a counter-attack? Conte. And here's Rooney, looking for the run. Cafu. Son Heung-min. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
France will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Oh, that's well spotted. Looking for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Al Nassr are looking to go forward now. That's really well manoeuvred. So what can they make of this? And this is Batistuta. Messi gets into some space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Beckham. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Son Heung-min.
This is the time you need that pace.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Collar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's a sharp little ball here. Shoots! Son Heung-min is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Cafu. That's good running with the ball. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. No, he's not played the ball. That's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Changement en cours.
Al Nassr can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Thuram is there to clear. Played into space. And pull it! They want to be quick to recover this. Mateo, and one more try! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And here's Zico. Now, can he find a finish? Now, there's a... Can he finish? Terrific from Mateus! He's got himself an absolute peach. And again, they hit the front. Oh, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Al Nassr get themselves into the lead. Son Heung-min! They've done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Gullit did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Goes for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rummenigge. That's very neat. He's picked his way through. Robertson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Hops for safety. Tries to play it through. Cafu. Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts, and it's Gullit. Conte threads one in. He's in a good position here. Tries a shot! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Le numéro 19.
Al Nassr take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
And here's Son Heung-min. And that will be it. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
France definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.